Most people say unreal in comparison to LaTosha Harlins. We say, unfortunately, very real for African Americans.
Hey lovelies, how's it going? Hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to tell the story of LaTosha Harlins. This video is to bring awareness to the injustices in our community. I mean no harm to the families and friends of the victims. All information included is public knowledge. The information included was gathered by local news outlets. LaTosha Harlins was a 15-year-old girl born to Crystal Harlins and Sylvester Akoff. Her family moved from Illinois to South Central Los Angeles in 1981. In 1983, unfortunately, her parents separated. And in 1985, her mother was brutally shot outside of a Los Angeles nightclub. She was unfortunately shot by her husband's alleged girlfriend, who only served 5 years for manslaughter. The death of her mother had a devastating impact on her. In the book, The Contested Murder of LaTosha Harlins, they discuss her pain during that time. They say she was very quiet, she was really shy, and she didn't really hang with anybody. They also said it was very devastating for her family and it changed her because, quote unquote, she wanted to be with her mother and she had this empty feeling inside her. LaTosha was only 9 years old at that time, and after this incident, her and her siblings went to live with her maternal grandmother, Ruth Harlins. While living with her grandmother, things started to look up for her. She was making straight A's, she was a student at Westchester High School, and she was a joy to be around. Unfortunately, this all came to an end when she went to her local market for some orange juice. Shortly before 10 a.m. on Saturday, March 16th, LaTosha entered a store called Empire Market, which was owned by Sun Jae-do, a 51-year-old Korean-born female, and the store was normally staffed by her husband and her son. That day, LaTosha entered the store. Do observe LaTosha putting a $1.79 bottle of orange juice in her backpack. Do concluded that LaTosha was attempting to steal, and she did not see that money was held in LaTosha's hand. Do claimed to have asked LaTosha if she intended on paying for the orange juice. Do claim LaTosha responded, "What orange juice?" However, 2 eyewitnesses disputed those claims, saying that Do called her the B word and accused her of stealing. Witnesses say LaTosha was trying to pay for the beverage, and the store owner Do was being very irrational during that time. Do happened to snatch the bottle out of her hand, and as soon as LaTosha turned around to leave, Do reached under the counter, retrieved a revolver, and fired at LaTosha from behind. Do's husband that was in the back rushed in the store when he heard the gunshot, and after speaking to his wife, who asked for the whereabouts of LaTosha before fainting, he dialed 911 to report an attempted holdup.
Until Saturday morning, Son Ja-do was a Korean grocer in Los Angeles. Now she's an alleged criminal facing a first-degree charge.
Well, at this time, she's looking at a maximum of 30 years to life.
According to witnesses and a security camera videotape, Harlins never tried to steal the juice.
LaTosha was an A student, honor roll student. She got money every week for her allowance, so she did not have to steal orange juice.
All of the evidence was against Do. Witnesses, investigators were all on the side of LaTosha Harlins. On November 15, 1991, a jury found that Do's decision to fire the gun was fully within her control. The jury found Do guilty of voluntary manslaughter, and that offense carried a maximum of 16 years. The jury recommended the maximum sentence for Do. However, the trial judge did not accept the jury's sentence's recommendation and instead sentenced Do to 5 years of probation, 400 hours of community service, and a $500 fine.
It is not a time for rhetoric, which serves no purpose other than to fuel the fire. It's like throwing gasoline on a fire that's already burning. It is my opinion that Mrs. Do is not a danger to the community. and that she is not going to reoffend.
Mrs. Du is placed on formal probation for 5 years on the following terms and conditions. Mrs. Du is to perform 400 hours of community service.
Get the camera off. The judge called for peace. He said
How can you have peace when this is going on?
I know a person who presents a danger to the community when I see one. When I don't, I treat that person as something other than that.
The judge was quoted by saying, "Did Miss Du react inappropriately? Absolutely. But was the reaction understandable? I think it was." Her verdict caused chaos in the community.
And it sends a bad message to the community that a human life is not valued.
Strange, very strange. Maybe that's our system, I don't know.
It's all corrupted. The judicial system is so corrupted.
How in God's name can I have our prosecutors go into court and ask for stiff sentences for violent criminals and then look the other way when there's been such a terrible miscarriage of justice?
On Friday, black community leaders have scheduled a march on the Compton Courthouse where Judge Joyce Carlin's courtroom is located. They say something is terribly wrong when harm to this dog produced jail time and the death of LaTosha Harlins did not.
A state appeals court later unanimously upheld the judge's sentencing decision in April of 1992, a week before the LA riots. In July of 1992, LaTosha's family was awarded $300,000 in a settlement. During the 1992 LA riots, Du's store was looted and burnt down, and it was never reopened again. This story touched a lot of people's hearts. Hip-hop artist and actor Tupac Shakur dedicated his song "Keep Your Head Up" to LaTosha Harlins, as well as several other songs: "Something to Die For," "Thug Mansion," "I Wonder If Heaven Got a Ghetto," "White Man's World," and "Hellraiser." As Tupac said in 1993, "Remember her name." I really hope and wish you guys remember her name. This story needs to be told. This story is powerful and is very important about the injustices that we go through. I get sent so many videos in regards to shop owners in our neighborhoods that mistreat us. And at that time, we probably couldn't say, stay out, go away, leave them alone, don't give them business, but we can today, and we need to put a stop to this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions. Please be polite in the comments. Love you guys. Bye.